A couple matchups that, obviously I want y'all to be looking out for, man. First one, gotta start with TJ Watt, because this week he has what I like to call the duck. He has the matchup that he should be excited about extremely, man. I hope they keep it going. But their right tackle right now, man, Jermaine Ayulamunor, I think that's how you say his last name, man, number 72. Started at right tackle for them last week. He is a guard. He is built like a guard. At the NFL level, he is a guard. They're playing him at right tackle right now. If they're going to do that, TJ is going to look like how he looked last week, or probably better. So we're going to start with that one, man, because that is going to disrupt a lot of the other stuff, man, when we're talking about Jimmy G, when we're talking about running game, and more importantly, we're talking about dealing with Devontae Adams. TJ dominates this matchup. That takes a lot of the Devontae stress out of the equation, man. So that's the first one, man, that we need to be having our eyes on. The next one is the left tackle, Colton Miller. Good player. Been in this league for, good amount of years now. But he has Alex Highsmith. I don't know if you saw this, but he's the reigning AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Rightfully so. I don't know if you saw the AFC Offensive Player of the Week was.
I didn't check.
I was Josh. I'm winning on both sides. You know that, man. I like both my guys. All right. So, for Colton Miller, he gets to take on Alex Highsmith this week.
He did make some pretty cool throws. I'll give him props.
I appreciate that, man. You're a real one, Deke.
Right,
We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. That was perfect. That was perfect. But for Colton Miller, man, Alex Highsmith is on one right now. I don't see a scenario where Colton can block Alex Highsmith one-on-one in any capacity, man. Colton was giving up a lot, and I do feel like Highsmith is better than what he was seeing last week. So, yeah, man, this is the second part of the equation in terms of the Devontae Adams convo, in terms of the Jimmy G doesn't make mistakes element of it. Those two guys, those two matchups are what gets this thing rolling for us. Third up, man, Jimmy G, that great decision maker, though, versus my man Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the reason is this, man. Minkah, if he is available, we'll got to see. Obviously he's dealing with the whole chest contusion situation. My man puking, playing hospital, come out the hospital. I'm like, I never count Minkah out. Okay, Minkah was out there really trying to play with the appendix being removed the same week, bro. All right.
Injury report should be out. I'll check it real quick.
Yeah, let's see if they updated anything on him, man. But for me, this is the matchup, man. If Minkah is available, we know he has a great ability to force turnovers, a great ability to ultimately trick quarterbacks, man, and capitalize on their mistakes. Jimmy G does a great job of minimizing his mistakes, but just like any quarterback, if you pressure them enough and you hurry them up, he will make bad decisions. And Minkah is going to be the guy to capitalize on it, man. So definitely got that matchup on deck right there. Did we get an update on that just yet?
We don't, but you know what? It's looking like for the Raiders, Tyree Wilson is DNP back-to-back days. Now it's an illness. I don't know if all of a sudden he could become better and he's full for Friday, Saturday, or whatnot, and will end up playing. But back-to-back days, illness. He's going bad right now.
Yeah, that's going
they might have to dig deep on the depth chart for a guy opposite Maxx Crosby.
And if it's back-to-back days of illness, that means he's back-to-back days of no conditioning. So even if he does play on Sunday, you still anticipate some type of, just rest and cardio. When you talk about taking him to the deep water and stuff like that, man, those are all the things that become in play. Still would be out there, though. Still talented. But those are some of the things that, like I said, really come to the forefront.
All right, I do got the updates for the Steelers.
All right, what's going on with Meek? Is he on the list specifically? Because we'll do the whole list afterwards. I just want to specifically about Meek real quick.
Limited.
That's a plus.
There were a lot of guys not practicing yesterday, veterans and stuff. That's because we're on a short week.
Yeah.
Like Pat P, Minkah, Marcus Golden, Sam Alu.
Let's go then, man. Let's go.
Gunner concussion. That's real, though, because he was out again today.
Yeah.
We go over more of it later, though.
All right, respect. All right. Fourth up on the list, though, man. We know Maxx Crosby. Deke done highlighted him. I highlighted him. If you know ball, you know Maxx Crosby. Heck of a pass rusher, man, out there with the Raiders. Chooks, you're going to be seeing him. Got to do what you got to do, man. All right. Maxx plays hard as heck. Maxx plays with great effort. Maxx plays with great energy. Maxx plays with great skill. Maxx has great hands. Maxx has great length. And we saw Maxx here, what was that, a couple years ago, right? Oh, yeah, he was a part of when Seven was getting banged up.
Well, yeah, there was that, but he was a part of the Christmas Eve game last year. I don't think
he didn't do too much last year.
I think we neutralized him pretty good.
He didn't do too much last year, man.
I mean, that was a different team, different approach. Yeah. We were running the ball a lot more, but I don't remember him really making many plays.
Yeah. So ultimately for Chooks, man, you know what you're dealing with at Maxx. They do not have a ton of guys up front that win one-on-ones, but Maxx is the guy that can win a one-on-one. So I do anticipate them sending Chooks help, but still Chooks has to hold up his end of the deal as well.
At some point, we're paying him $13 million a year,
absolutely,
something like that. Come on.
So that's, like I said, this isn't a favorable matchup for him, which is why it's lower on the list. But at the end of the day, man,
I mean, we're paying him like a top 10 tackle, right? Right tackle at least.
You're paid this type of money to ultimately, but like you said, no different than when we look at Highsmith and we say, Highsmith, man, we're paying you $14 million now, right? We expect you to dominate a Jedrick Wills. We expect you to be competitive versus a Trent Williams. If you weren't getting paid 14, it's like, yo, you can get washed by Trent. We don't care. But when we paying you this, it's like, yo, we expect this from you. So for Chooks, similar concept. Yeah, dominate the other guys, but you got to hold your own in some capacity or at least make it competitive.
And it wasn't pretty last week against Smith.
So those are some of the things, man. All right. But that's how I look at it right there, man, because I do feel like he is the only guy in that front that gives us concern, that can truly take over this game and affect us in a negative way. So that's why, like I said, I have him at 4. And then the fifth and final matchup, you brought him up in terms of Marcus Peters on that secondary, and I got to have him versus Kenny, man. And this is the thing, man. Marcus, from the start of his career, the one thing that he has done better than almost anybody is create turnovers. He is a ball hawk. He is a guy that will abandon his coverage solely because he sees something. And we know these first couple of games, Kenny has been putting the ball in harm's way at times. But the beauty is this, though. In terms of this matchup, we also know that, number one, I don't get big caught up on in terms of Marcus Peters being old, because to me, he still has the mind to see what he needs to see. But the thing that hurts him is his vision. And that's been throughout his career. He's one of those guys that historically you can get on double moves because of how aggressive he is and because he sees the quarterback as priority number one versus receiver, even when he's in man-to-man coverage. So to me, this is one of those ones where for Kenny, you take your time. You know what I mean? You pick your spots when you want to attack that. But you know in the back of your pocket, the double move is there. Whenever you call it, whenever it happens, and he bites, because he will. He's been in this league for a long time, Deke. I could pull up tape from him in Kansas City doing this thing. I could pull up tape from him in Baltimore doing this thing. He bites on double moves because of his vision. Very similar when we talk Denzel Ward at times. Get him on a double move. Whenever it happens, connect. That's the big thing. I don't know how often we're going to get it. I don't know how often we're going to call it. But whenever we do, man, take advantage of that. And you know you can. We know we can. But this is the one right here, man. Because Marcus is going to be hunted. Watching how Kenny had looked these first two games, he's over here like, bro, I'm going to get me one this week. So he's going to be extra on top of the dough. Extra on top of jumping on everything. So take advantage of it, baby. Take advantage of it, man.
We got Big Jenks giving us an update on Minka. Mm-hmm. That apparently he said he would be cool in his interview today.
It's Mink, bro. I'm anticipating Minka play.
I would too, unless Tomlin holds him out.
Seriously, bro. I don't think it's a scenario. Bro, I want to know who pulled Minka out of last game. Who pulled you out, Minka? Yeah.
I'll go over the injury report there real quick. Fully. DeMonte Casey, full. I guess he's got a calf. Pat P, full.
What's Pat P on for?
I guess it's just going off the rest from yesterday.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Isaac Seumalo, limited. Marcus Golden, limited. Knee,
yeah.
Darnell Washington, knee, limited.
So with MG, don't get overly tripped out on that. He's had ACL. You know what I mean? So ACL late in your career, you're going to get vet days. You're going to get knee days. You're going to take care of that. Just the wear and tear, I think.
Gunner, concussion, DNP, and then, of course, Larry Ogunjobi, foot, DNP.
Hey, that's a good luck, Sean. He's like our rabbit's foot. Yeah, we need a Larry foot. That's all. Give me a Larry's foot.
Oh, yeah. Could I say a few things?
I was waiting because
I don't have matchups. I just got just a couple things I wrote down to note.
That's how we do it, though. Usually I do a matchup, and then you got like...
I just got a few things
Yeah, you give me the talk. You give me your storyline, and then at the end, we get our picks, baby. Come on, man. Don't act like this our first rodeo, Deke. Just because we just come off a victory, man. Don't act like you don't know what we doing, man. Let's go, Deke. It's your time.
I already mentioned I think Canada needs to use some of the plays that the Bills were using last week for this Week 3 game against the Raiders because it was working against this.
I ain't gonna lie, Deke. I
Raiders
really,
defense.
I've enjoyed the fact that you've said that multiple times today. It just really touches my heart.
It's not specific to the Bills.
No. It is specific to the Bills. You said specifically last week, just because we ain't going off of what they did versus Denver. We talk about what
those
they did
plays
last
could be
week.
used by any team.
No.
It just so happened.
Those are Buffalo
Bills,
plays. Those are Buffalo specific plays.
They reminded me of that. 2010s Patriots style.
Hey, look,
they reminded me of it.
Where you think we might have got it from? Yeah, ain't too wrong.
Yeah. I mean,
if you can't beat it, join it. Okay. All right.
I got for defense. This is something we should be doing. Press them.
Yeah.
Stop the run. Mm-hmm. Make them one-dimensional, and then continue to press them, even in passing plays. Just make sure we get that pass rush in there, and Jimmy G's not going to be able to make the throw deep. And Jimmy G doesn't typically make the throw deep anyway, so you should be good.
What I'm saying. He's not trying to. He doesn't try to attack you vertically. That's why it's weird watching him with Devontae, and he wants to like push the ball downfield. I'm like, that ain't even your game. It's not.
Yeah, the only thing I'm really worried about is that it's not a vertical route. It's like kind of like a sideline route.
Oh,
sideline/wheel route from Devontae, where Jimmy G will throw it like 15, 20 yards.
Yeah.
It's not a deep ball, but it's actually kind of the ones that we were getting beat on last week with Levi Wallace and Pat P. It's almost the same thing, but that's what it seems like Jimmy G likes to throw to Devontae.
Yeah.
And then we just got to take care of our business. I think this game's more about us because if we don't, this will be a tougher game than how we've been talking for the most part here. We just take care of the ball. We should win this. We do everything we're supposed to do on defense. Playmakers make plays. But I will say this, Raiders did keep that game close for the most part against the Bills in the first half. It's just it started to get out of hand because the Bills scored like a minute or two right before half.
At the end of the half, and then came right back.
And like the key winning moments that if you take advantage of them, I mean that's when things can start snowballing, and that's what happened in that one.
Yeah, and for them, they got a turnover early, so even though they didn't take ball. The fact that you get that turnover, it's like still in a possession. Then you get the one at halftime, then come out of the half.
Yeah, Raiders come out hot. They got that touchdown.
Because they moved down the field the first drive like smoothly, man.
They ended up having 10 I think it was 14-10 most of the first half. And then Bills were able to get that 7, then got the ball after half, and then it was just kind of over after that. So hopefully our offense can start fast. No turnovers or anything, and then defense... We should be fine against the Raiders offense. Focus on Devontae Adams. Now, I am a little bit more worried about Jacoby Myers, but let's get the pass rush cooking and make sure we stop the run.
Hey, we pay Levi what we pay him for a reason.
Yeah, if not, it's
the matchup.
It's time for JPJ.
Yeah. Like when I look at Levi, this is what Levi is for. These type of guys. I want to see you. This is one you should be good on. You should be winning this one. It should be really competitive this week. If it's looking like how it looked versus some of these other dudes, yeah, you're right, man. Levi, maybe we need to start looking differently. But I feel like he's going to be good this week, man. Bounce back week, man. I'm telling you as a whole, bounce back week, man.
Yeah, so those were my additional notes.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it. All right. So then what's happening then, man? Y'all drop them score predictions in the chat real quick, man, because it's time to talk turkey, baby, all right? I'm going to get mine out the way because I feel like you got me high. I feel like you got some fafa over there. Bro, you stay with some hot heat. You stay with some hot heat, man.
We'll see.
You know, I'm going to get mine out. I'm going to let me shoot first. I'm just pop and pass it back to you, man. All right? Well, this is funny. Deke, I'm an idiot.
What?
I wrote my score prediction down. What team did I put, though, bro? It was totally accident, too. I don't even know how I did that. That's actually kind of crazy. And I really went this whole show.
That's some deep stuff. That's like a 40 and slip.
Bro, think about it. I went this whole show, and I've just now realized that I wrote the wrong name down.
He said 2013 Bills.
That's crazy.
That's a Steelers podcast. Man.
Yo.
Man.
That's crazy. crazy. My bad.
Man.
I'm literally over here I'm like, yo, Bills. I'm like, hold on, bro. Bills. I'm like, wait, this ain't adding up. And I'm like,
we see where Moats' heart is.
Oh, I'm tripping.
We see what's really on the top of his mind. There are little signs that pop up throughout these podcasts.
That is funny, man. That is funny. My bad on that one. All right, I'm back. All right, I'm back. Let me erase that name real quick, Deke. Jeez, man. All right, at least I had the right team winning, or the right side winning. Jeez, man. But here we go. As Deke did drop my score prediction, I do have us winning, man. The good guys, the Pittsburgh Steelers, just like the Buffalo Bills did last week, not as the same fashion, but I do feel like this is a week where we will feel a lot better. I do have us winning 20-13, but I do feel like we're going to get 2 touchdowns from our offense. I mean, I feel like it's one of those ones we get the 14 early, and we have 2 good drives where we are kicking field goals. In terms of us defensively, Jimmy G does not threaten me. He does not scare me at all, but I do feel like Devontae Adams is going to have success. Devontae Adams is the guy that will keep their offense flowing. I'm not exactly sure which version of Josh Jacobs in this offensive line shows up, but I don't anticipate it being a 4-quarter issue. Could I see a part where they might have some success at a point in time? Yeah, if Josh is able to make a guy miss, because he does have that ability to, make a home run play. But as a whole, I just don't think that they're going to consistently be able to sustain drives against us. And I do feel like we're going to be able to create a turnover, and that's going to be the short field part of this thing where we will be able to capitalize on it. But as a whole, I just think that because our offensive line is going to be in a way better situation this week, a way less hostile environment, I feel like for Kenny, he's going to be a lot more comfortable. He's not going to have to feel hurried up. I feel like the running game is also going to be a lot better because of the fact that the O-line has a way better matchup this week. You're not dealing with the characters or the cast of characters that have come in these past 2 games in terms of San Fran's front 7 and Cleveland's front 7. Whether we're talking linebackers, interior D-line, or edge rushers, the Raiders are nowhere near the same level of Cleveland or San Fran in terms of talent, in terms of productivity, in terms of depth. And that's the one part for me where I'm like, oh, this bodes well. The only reason why I don't have us scoring more, I still feel like we have to keep getting through this sticky point right here of getting confidence back, getting all on the same page, and finding that rhythm as a whole. I do feel like, though, this is the game for us where we get that rhythm. Very similar to, I want to say, the Carolina and Atlanta stretch a year ago. We're going down there, and it's like, all right, we're off of the bye. We got to figure out how we're going to get this thing rolling, man. Where are we at? And then we kind of like, all right, we started to see it. Started to button it up. I feel like this is that game for us now.
That works. Okay. This is the one. I think I've been calling for this to happen every game Kenny has started, but I'm telling you, this is the time. Like, this is really, really it. Multiple touchdown passes from KP.
It is time.
Back-to-back primetime games where the Steelers, where Kenny, where this offense has been in the limelight, and obviously the haters are coming out of the woodwork.
You know they're going to be
doubters,
amped up for the first quarter.
I said get the receipts ready last week. Get them again ready this week. But what's good is now we'll have double receipts because a lot more haters, all the doubters, all the terrible comments, everyone ripping on Kenny. It's out there.
We keep them receipts too. Turf watch, man. Dom keeping it coming. Yeah,
okay, Dom got them.
We document all that, Deke. Yeah, we getting all you busters.
Yeah, get them all ready this week because this is the one. Kenny gets right. Or just the offense as a whole gets right. I've been saying it multiple times over these last 2 podcasts, today and yesterday. And I think we get 24. We 24.
Mm-hmm.
We get back to running the football a little bit. I don't think Canada goes full scheme change like I'm suggesting.
Okay.
But I think we see more passes in the middle. I think Muth gets involved. Najee, Warren, the combo of both have success. I think it's over like How many did we have on the ground last week? Not it was like 50 or 60, right? I think we at least get over 100 on the ground. Maybe $120.
Yeah, we ended with 55. 21 carries, 55 yards. But we had 8 yards of total lost run plays. Calvin had -2 on the loss.
Yeah, let's stop doing that.
And then Kenny had -6, but it was like the sacks and stuff.
I pray to God we get less of that lateral stuff. Pray to God. I want more either traditional running, or I want Kenny and shotgun 3-4 wide, whatever. Spread out the defense a little bit more so they're not stacking the box against us. That's what I'm looking for. Again, Muth involved. I think Pickett's connection continues. That's 100 right there. And as you said, not concerned about Jimmy G. Not concerned much about this Raiders rushing attack. It ain't the same as 2022. No. Just take care of Devontae Adams. Take care of Jacoby Myers.
That's the one.
I think Pat P and Levi Wallace will be up for the task, especially if we give them help on certain plays.
Yeah.
More on Devontae Adams than Jacoby Myers, obviously. But if we got to get JPJ in there to handle Myers, if Levi Wallace is slipping, man. I like that. Yeah. JPJ, whenever he's out there, he makes plays. Yeah. I think Boz, he keeps the streak going, makes a couple field goals. So
don't be surprised. You said like you were surprised, man. Don't do that.
I said 24 for us. How does that add up, though?
Well, it could be 3 touchdowns in the field goal. It could be 2 touchdowns and what?
So 3 total touchdowns. Give me 24. We get 24. Okay. One way or another, we get it somehow. And then defense, they get 14, 24-14. Good guys win.
I like that. We got to get scored on twice, bro.
What?
Why we got to get scored on twice? Why we got to get 14?
I'll do 13.
Thank you. I don't mind the field goal. I'm like, we got to give up 2 touchdowns, bro. I don't want to give up 2 of them. Not 2.
24. 24-13 Steelers. I like that.
Yeah. Thank you. As a defender, thank you. Appreciate that, man. But no,
no problem.
And then if you think about it, I mean, you see it 24, I'm saying 20. We right the same vein too, baby. Because you seeing the same thing I see as well, baby. I'm with you. I am with you,
man.
Yeah,
I think we do go back to a little bit of 2022. We get back to our roots running the ball. So that's why I don't know if it's going to be as high scoring in general. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think we'll have longer drives, more sustainable drives. And you mentioned that too. Yeah. Like you think we'll get back to some of that.
Just being more consistent, man, and being able to pick up third downs, but I think we'll be in a lot more manageable third downs this week.
Right.
In contrast to the previous 2 games where we've had a lot more third and longs, and like I said, man, those are very, very hard to deal with.
That's the other thing too. We weren't doing anything crazy last year. It's like we'd run it maybe first down, second down or something, short pass, first down, second down, and we could be in like a 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 2, but we'd pick it up. Whether it was running the ball again or Pickett would make a play on 3rd down. He'd be accurate, hit the guy, and then we just keep the chains moving. Like, remember the one drive against the Panthers? Wasn't it like 20-something plays? Took up a ton of time. I liked it. Everyone else hated it. It was like, come on, we got to score faster.
We're too slow. It's too lazy. We got just quick strike. It's like, bro, we're winning. And we're doing it in a way that is very, sustainable. But it doesn't get the style points, man.
Yeah. Can we get a combo of that, and can we get a combo of a little bit more quick strike passing game?
Like the Pickens slant.
Pickens slant. But then whenever it is one-on-one, let's take a deep shot to him.
Yeah.
Let's hit him on a vertical or something. Hit him on a deep post.
Yeah. I like it, man. I like it. All right, y'all drop in the comment section your score predictions. Steelers, Raiders, Sunday Night Football prime time. Let us know how you think it goes. Do the good guys get the dub? Do they get the dub?